Just recently, there was a bill passed in New York that now allows for late-term abortion up into the day of that the baby is going to be born. The mother can do an abortion, aka murder. And then on Hillary Clinton's Twitter account, she's celebrating and saying that this is an unalienable right and that it's for women's health. And, the prophet Isaiah also talked about in the last days, people would try to cover their sins. And, you see parades of people saying on a float, saying, thank God for abortion, I saw. And now also Virginia is trying to pass a similar bill which allows for late-term abortion. And the governor of Virginia was recently on a radio show just a few days ago saying that this is not a word-for-word quote, but I'm just going off of my memory, saying that once the baby is born, it will be kept comfortable, and then the mother and the doctor, there will be a discussion about what? A discussion about killing the baby, a discussion about harvesting organs. I mean, it's completely evil and completely satanic. And any person who's in our government, such as this Virginia governor or Hillary Clinton, as I use an example, that's advocating that abortion is good, should be ashamed of themselves and should not be in public office. And anyone who's supporting people like this, you need to make a change. Ultimately, we the people have the power. We cannot put up with this. We need to stop supporting people who believe this. The only reason they're getting away with it is because a certain percentage of people allow them to do that and get away with this. Today, my wife Cheri saw that the California public schools are trying to teach kids that there's 15 genders. So it's all this nonsense. But if you have enough experts with their suit and tie on and their smile, and they're the experts, and it seems like all these celebrities in Hollywood and all these important people with these impressive titles, if they're all saying the same thing, if they're all saying abortion is an unalienable right, it's women's health, murdering kids is a good thing, murdering kids is choice. You can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt other people. That means you can't steal, you can't murder. So the 10 Commandments, you can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt other people. And so murdering a baby is murder. You're taking away that life of that baby. And anyone who's done that, and you need to make a change. You gotta repent and don't do that anymore. And here's an interesting tidbit as well. Roe versus Wade, the famous case that you always hear about that set the precedent that made abortion legal in the United States of America. Jane Roe, her real name is Norma McCorvey, and she said that she lied, that she was a confused 21-year-old with an unplanned pregnancy, and a bunch of feminist lawyers manipulated her, and she lied and said that she was raped when she wasn't, to get this thing to go to the Supreme Court so that they could legalize abortion. And now she has made it her lifelong mission too, and she's never had any abortions in her life. She's had 3 girls, never had an abortion, and she's made it her lifelong mission to get that Roe versus Wade reversed. That was an unconstitutional ruling. And by the way, the Supreme Court cannot legislate. The Supreme Court cannot make laws. The legislative branch, Congress, makes laws through the people. So we can overturn any Supreme Court decision through the people through our representatives in Congress. The Supreme Court is just to back up the law, to back up the Constitution. But when the Supreme Court doesn't do that, when they don't back up the law, when they don't back up the Constitution, we the people can overturn any unconstitutional Supreme Court ruling. The greatest thing you can do in your life is to get back up when you get knocked down. Champions never quit.